Check three. 57 colors. Right side.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Yellow. Let's go, Lou, lady. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Right side.
Now here's Mahomes. And it's complete. It's Damian Williams. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be fourth down. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. Here we go, fourth down, Mahomes. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And they work this well upfield across the 40.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Yellow. Scoring. 50. Bring it. Watch the seat. Attack.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Seahawks 7, Chiefs 0.
Line.
15. Check back 15. I'm going from back to you.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Yellow.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Stay with your man.
Now Mahomes. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. Third and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
I can't believe they even let you play.
On third and long, it's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on fourth down? Here's Mahomes to throw. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's taken down inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Mahomes will bring him up first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the Seahawks 28-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16.
Kansas City.
Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Watch. Safety screaming.
They'll run on first down. Williams. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up first and goal.
Yeah, some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. On second down, it's Williams, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. This Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. They'll run it with Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 3-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On second down now, it's Carson, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Steps away to his left. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This is taken near the 13. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 3rd down gain of 19. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Williams. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after
you. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 17-yard line.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Williams. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple, down to the 15-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Call it a loss of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Yellow. I've got blue, lady.
Pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the...
Attack.
Let's get off the field. Whip. Watch the whip.
Right side.
They go play fake. Mahomes steps away. And incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be, and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown, and the Chiefs have taken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 2 yards, good enough for a first. We're back now in KC. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, he'll find Metcalf. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the 1st down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
1st down, Seattle.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, right at the 40. Now it's Wilson. He'll find Ballore out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
14.
Check 99. Check 99. Like 56.
Wilson, flush to his right. He'll check that down to Carson. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. This is Carson. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the 1st, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Now a toss play. It's Carson. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. And they're going to lose some on this play, being knocked back to the 18. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City 1st.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And this is caught by Watkins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Mahomes to throw. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Mahomes now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make a minute. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. To throw is Wilson, sliding out of the pocket. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Looking to throw is Mahomes, and he's able to get up here to the 26. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Mahomes going to throw it here. And going deep for Hill. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll make it 3rd down.
3rd down and 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by Rasheem Green. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. This is taken at about the 14. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the